Hey Alma, do you have any more good decoration quests? Where did you come from? I was just investigating some giant grapes. Can I get 5 minutes to myself? But I just want to do more damage. Ladies, gentlemen, and monsters of all ages, one of the biggest, most important parts of putting together your own endgame builds are decorations. Equipment as it exists come with default skills set onto it, as well as set bonuses and things like that, but every piece of gear in your endgame set will have some amount of sockets to shove your decorations into. The value of a decoration slot increases dramatically when you actually have good decorations to stick into them. We've talked about before what generally can be on decorations, but today we're going to focus much more on how to farm them effectively, the different methods of doing so, the most efficient way to take advantage of these, and then just a bit of information that you might find interesting about the drop rates of various rarity of decorations too, for a general idea of how the grind actually feels long term. That said, getting started, decorations come from two main sources, either randomly rolled from mysterious, glowing, or ancient orbs, which can be gained as rewards from quests, or specific bonus rewards and investigations, or from melding into these orbs from the melding pot NPC in Suit Village. The other way is direct crafting specific decorations through the melder as well, but this can only be done with a set grouping of options, which cuts off the higher rarity decorations, making them only accessible through the RNG system. That said, let's break down how to make the most out of these systems, with the note that this video will assume that you are HR 41+, as that is the point of proper decoration farming being a thing in the endgame, so I won't be spoiling anything that hasn't already been announced in official releases, but just as a quick disclaimer of what will be talked about here. Before we start then, a quick touch on the actual drop rates of the different decoration types and rarities. Until this point, I'll have been blowing through my current decoration list on the screen, both to give you an idea of what is possible and to show you the rarity of different decorations as well, to give you an idea of what you're after, which you can see on the screen as I go over each one. If you see something that you want in my decoration list, make note of what rarity it is, because that actually does matter, and we'll go over what I mean by that. To be specific as I can at this point, the mystery orbs, which are the lowest rarity RNG decorations, cannot roll anything except for rarity 3 decorations. These are also the ones that you can craft early at the melding pot NPC, so these mystery orbs become pretty irrelevant from the random drops super quickly. As for glowing orbs, the middle rarity of these can only drop rarity 3 and rarity 4 decorations. They also have the highest chance of dropping rarity 4 decorations, so if rarity 4 decorations are your goal, then you actually do want to farm specifically the middle rarity glowing orbs in order to get those the fastest. That said, the ones that you will almost always want to actively farm are ancient orbs. These are the highest rarity of the RNG drops, and they are the only ones that can drop decorations that are rarity 5 and above. And also, they have no drop chance at all of rarity 3 decorations, so it eliminates them from the pool. For those who want the nitty-gritty numbers specifically, an ancient orb sword has around a 25% chance of giving you a rarity 4 weapon decoration, around 40% chance of a rarity 5 decoration, a 22.5% chance of a rarity 6 decoration, and a 12.5% chance of a rarity 7 weapon decoration. For ancient orb armor, which are the armor decorations, there are no rarity 7 armor decorations at all, so instead you get a 57% chance for a rarity 4 armor decoration, 30% chance of a rarity 5 decoration, and a 13% chance for a rarity 6 armor decoration. That said, armor decorations will generally feel a lot faster to actually get the ones that you are after, because the pool of top rarity armor decorations is like 4 of them, as opposed to weapon decorations with all of the different combo options there are within these, to where there's like 140 plus different decorations in the drop pool across rarity 6 and rarity 7 alone. To sort of simplify all of that for the people who don't really care about raw percentages, ancient orbs are what you are after if you want high quality decorations. Getting your ideal armor decorations will likely happen reasonably fast if you are farming effectively. I got every armor decoration that I was after personally before reaching Hunter rank 100 for a bit of a benchmark. In stark contrast to that, however, I only recently got a 3 rank critical draw decoration, which was my last non-combo weapon decoration to even see drop, and of course I still have a ton of the actual combo decorations missing from my collection too. But I do have a lot of what I'm after now at HR 160 currently. Just to give you a bit of a benchmark on how the RNG feels from the perspective of someone actively playing the game a lot and not necessarily always doing the most efficient hunts for decorations, but having a general focus on on decoration farming above most other rewards that I hunt for. All that said, that's basically just information to help you process and understand the actual best ways of farming these decorations that we'll be going over now. All monsters have a chance to drop an unrolled decoration orb at the end of a hunt, with the rarity of orb being dependent on the difficulty of monster. If you want ancient orbs, which again are the highest rarity options, these drop mostly from the apex monsters, meaning Dao, Duna, New Udra, Dahaad, and then also Gore Magala and Arkveld drop these as well. Some monsters that are normally a tier down will also drop these when they are tempered specifically, but they tend to do so in lower amounts that aren't actively worth farming for if your goal is to have large amounts of high tier decorations. Aside from these random chance drops that they will get on kill for extra rewards, essentially, there are also direct quest reward orbs. In high rank, you can see monsters as they appear on each map, and you can see the bonus rewards for hunting them. The boxes that show up here define the type of rewards, and if you interact with the monster here and create a quest, this will show you the rewards in more detail. For example, each box can have multiple of the reward type that is within it. This Gore Magala here has only one decoration within each of its decoration reward boxes, but this Arkveld, for contrast, drops 2 ancient armor orbs from the 1 reward box slot. Tempered monsters will generally have higher amounts of orb per reward box, but tempered monsters also reward artian parts in large numbers, which means that the chances of finding a decoration reward box goes down on tempered monsters compared to non-tempered monsters. Overall, the simple goal of decoration farming is to just find the quest with the most decoration orbs offered per completion, and while you can have really valuable tempered quests for decorations, so it's still worth checking tempered monsters every time, as they can end up with up to 4 decorations per decoration reward box. However, I find that I actually get a lot more consistency from non-tempered monsters, again sticking to the apexes, Gore Magala and Arkveld, because you're just more likely to get one that rewards you lots of decorations because you don't have to worry about rolling for artian parts. Once you have found a quest with solid rewards, then there is a very specific way to maximize the amount of them you can do. You can turn the quest into a saved investigation, which is what most people do automatically, and this lets you then go on the investigation anytime that you want, and doing this will give you 3 uses of the quest. Whether you succeed or fail, you can only post each investigation 3 times and then it's gone. That said, you can actually get a 4th use out of any monster that shows up with good drops. Specifically, you can go out on the quest as a field survey before you save it as an investigation. Then after you complete that field survey and get all the rewards that you normally would, you can then talk to Alma and look at your field survey history. This will show you previous field surveys that you have done, and in here you can turn previously completed field surveys into fresh investigations with 3 posts. Meaning if you first field survey a monster with good rewards, then go back and save it as an investigation from your history afterwards, you can get 4 hunts of a monster with the same quality of rewards, rather than only 3 if you just do the investigation. So that's a nice little bonus trick to maximize any good quest rewards that show up. That said, the second main part of this is how to make good investigations show up to begin with. A really good step is to make sure that you do all of the high rank side quests. Some of these will unlock along the way to give you access to multi-monster investigations being creatable from your map, and multi-monster quests that contain one of the apexes or Gore Magala or Arkveld tend to have a pretty decent amount of decoration rewards, more so than the average single monster quest, even when you consider the added time on the quest to actually kill the second monster too. If none of your maps have a good quest on them, then you want to rest in your tent. Specifically, you want to rest for inclemency weather type, and why you want to do that is because inclement weather guaranteed spawns the apex of that map, meaning if you rest for inclemency, you have a 100% chance of spawning a monster that can drop the highest tier of decoration orbs, giving you the best chance at creating a quest worth actually saving and doing and hunting multiple times in a row. As for which map to do this with, it basically depends which of the apex monsters you find easiest, or just enjoy hunting the most. Pick the map that they spawn on, and then rest in the tent on that map for inclement weather on repeat until a quest pops up that is worth saving, and this is how you collect valuable investigations, fat, juicy quests full of bags and bags of good orbs. As well, a bonus tip here is if you do this specifically on the iceshard cliffs, this is your generally best chance, as here you can spawn Gore Magala or Arkveld or Dahaad, of course. Aside from this, you can always look for SOS flares and try to join investigations from other people that already have good rewards, but especially in the early days of the game, you will have to be very quick on the trigger to actually be able to join a flare for a quest that has good rewards before other people do, but it is still worth mentioning this as an option. That pretty much covers decoration farming from quests then and investigations too, but there is one other main method to talk about, which is Wyverian Melding. Through this method at the Melding Pot NPC, you can recycle any decorations that you don't want to keep, as well as a select few materials, and then turn these into a fresh, randomized orb to roll new decorations from. For the most part, I only recommend throwing in decorations into this for the final tier, the Ancient Orbs, because it's just the one that's the most valuable, but also I only recommend throwing in decorations that you have no plans to ever actually use, or decorations where you are past their cap of usefulness. An example of what I mean is things like you will never need to have more than 5 flare decorations, because flare is a 5 rank skill, so you may as well meld any flare decorations that you have above 5. Aside from that, the main thing to stick in here are melding tickets, which are actually worth quite a lot of melding points compared to recycling decorations. Silver melding tickets are worth 300 points a pop, which is essentially worth 2.5 rarity 7 decorations, which is not bad in the slightest. And then gold melding tickets are worth 1200 points, which is absolutely insane, but that means a single gold melding ticket instantly creates 10 max rarity weapon decoration orbs. As for how to get these melding tickets, the silver melding tickets are rewards from the limited bounties. You can look at these at the supply desk cat, and at least in this very first week, we got a total of 2 silver melding tickets from the first set of bounties. As for gold melding tickets, currently these are exclusive to trading with NPCs, specifically through the trade system. There is one NPC who will occasionally offer a gold melding ticket for 30 ancient wyvern coins, and one NPC who will occasionally offer a gold melding ticket for night flower pollen. We have a full video on how to actually get the rare materials to do these trades with on the channel already, but know that trading for golden melding tickets is actually extremely lucrative for decorations if you are willing to put in the actual gathering time to get the trade items for it to begin with. That just about does it for today, and everyone. Your full guide to efficient decoration farming in Monster Hunter Wilds, where they come from, how they are split, the sort of odds of getting different things you may be searching for, and then a bunch of the best practices and general tips for just farming decorations either easier, faster, or in larger bunches as well. Hopefully this helps you out on your continued journey through Monster Hunter Wilds, and if you have any decoration related tips for your fellow hunters, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Like if you liked the video, subscribe to the notification bell for more, and most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, stay sweet. Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.